My name is Beth Laws and I'm a Varonis consultant here at Somerford Associates, and I'm here to show you a short demonstration of the Varonis SaaS Platform and show you some of the ways that you can use the Varonis GUI. If we start by taking a look at the different dashboards, you can see there are many of these which you can click on at the top. We've got the file servers dashboard, we've got dashboards for Active Directory and Enter ID, so those will have information about your accounts in your environment. We've got Microsoft 365 dashboards on the end here, and so on. All the dashboards, they're designed to give a high level summary about the data in each of these areas. So let's start by taking a look at the file servers dashboard. If I just click on this. So you can see we've got multiple different widgets now displayed, telling us more information about the data in our on-prem file servers. So if I just scroll down to show you these. So we've got information about sensitive folders, exposed organization-wide, so sensitive folders which are accessible to anyone in the organization, information on non-sensitive folders as well there. You've got information on stale access as well, so if there's access to any folders that hasn't been used for over a period of time, it will then be flagged as stale. So there's lots of information in here and statistics on your data in your file servers. So for each of these widgets, you can look at the detail behind the panel. So if I just click on, if we click on sensitive folders exposed org-wide here, so this is then going to bring back a search, and the results of this search is showing me those sensitive folders which are exposed org-wide. So you can see we've got the actual folder paths here of the folders which are sensitive, and then if I actually just click on one of these, you then get this panel which pops up, and you can see it's got some information on the permissions assigned to that folder, and you can see we actually do have the everyone group here assigned to this folder, so they actually have full control as well. So that is obviously why it has been highlighted as org-wide exposure. So that might be then something you wish to remediate if that is not intentional. And everyone org-wide isn't supposed to have access to that folder. I just want to show you as well, if we actually scroll to the side on the results of the search, for each of these folders, you can also see what sensitive data is within there. So you can see there's some information which is subject to HIPAA that's been found in here, and some document passwords have also been found in this folder. You can see we've also got PCI data being highlighted in some of the other folders. What else if we scroll down? We've got GDPR data being found as well. So the reason it can do this is because Varonis is able to classify the content of your data, so it scans all of your files to determine which are sensitive or not, and determine what type of sensitive data is in there. So it knows exactly where your sensitive information lives, and exactly what type of sensitive data is in that folder as well. So whether that is things like driving license numbers, or custom employee IDs, invoices, that sort of thing. So it's got lots of different detection rules that it uses to classify the data. So if you did want to know a bit more about these folders and what's in these folders at a lower level, we can actually click on the options button here. If we just click on view in access intelligence, just let that finish. So it then gives us more information about what is in this folder. So it's actually showing us individual files as well, and again, if you scroll across, you can see what actual information has been found in there, like social security number there has popped up, document passwords again, yeah. let's now head to the policies page. And I'm going to click on automations here as well to show you the automations tab. So this is where you'd head to in Varonis if you're interested, if you're wanting to keep on top of your permissions by enabling some of the automated permission remediation rules that Varonis has. So when it comes to managing 365 permissions for a business, this can be very difficult. As employees, they can share links to users themselves and give other people permission. So these policies can really help organizations to keep on top of those permission links and stop them getting so out of control. So there are many suggested automations on this page. You can see automations to remove collaboration links. So obviously that's what we're referring to. But there is ones for disabling stale users, remediating inconsistent permissions. So there's different automation templates available. So to enable these, it's very easy. You just want to click on the add here, and then you just need to toggle enable at the top here. I'll just click through this so you can sort of see what you can do. I'll just give this a random name, just so I can show you the conditions and the settings tab. So if I just click next here, so it's showing you the specific conditions that you can have in here. So by that you can put things in here like who do you want the rule to apply to? Is it just user accounts you need it to apply to? Is it a specific domain you want it to apply to? Specific SharePoints, that sort of thing. And then if I just head to the next button to show you the settings tab as well, you can also change this automation to either run continuously, so to be continuously doing things like remediation permission, collaboration links, or you can change it to run daily, weekly, monthly, if you don't want it running all the time. So let me just click off this now. I'll just press close. The other thing I just wanted to point out is you can use these rules for quarantining or archiving data. So you can see here we've got a suggested template called move or copy data. I'm just going to click on the policies to show you some of the ones which are already enabled and set up. So we've got some data transfer rules, quarantine data rules here, archive data. So just to mention these, because these are very handy if there's a specific type of data you wish to move to a more secure location. So for example, if you have a rule for if like things like access credentials have been found, you can have a rule that will then move that access credential data to a more secure locked down location, because obviously you don't want lots of users being able to access very important credentials, or perhaps if you have a requirement to archive data, to keep up with your company's retention policies, you can set up one of these moving data rules to move that data to the archive location. So these can be very useful. We haven't touched on yet is the threat detection and response side of Varonis. So Varonis does come with many built-in alert rules which are looking for potentially malicious activity or unusual behavior for users and accounts. It is possible to add your own custom detection rules as well. If we head to the alerts dashboard, let me just click on here. So this is where you see a high level summary of any alerts which have been triggered. And of course, you can see information about how many alerts are under investigation, and how many have been escalated. So obviously, because this is a demo environment, the figures in here are 0 at the moment. But in the real world, if you did have a SOC team investigating your Varonis alerts, obviously you would be able to see the appropriate figures in here. So you can click on these widgets if you want to see more information. So if we just click on one of the alerts which have been triggered here, let's go on this one, abnormal service behavior. And if I actually click on the actual alert that triggered here at this time, you're then able to see more information about that alert. So you can see whether the account has triggered any other alerts in the past 7 days. You're able to see what type of account this is, whether this is already on the watch list, if this is a privileged account, that sorts of thing. So as an investigator, you can gain a lot more context to then try and understand, does this event need investigating further? Just to add to that, whilst we're talking about the alert side of things, I just want to show you the MDDR dashboard as well. So let me just head to that. So MDDR is Varonis's optional 24/7, 365-day service where Varonis's team of security experts will monitor and investigate the Varonis alerts. So if you did have this functionality, then this dashboard would be very useful to you. It basically shows you what the Varonis team have been up to when it comes to your alerts, what alerts have been triggered, what have the MDDR team been investigating, and what have they resolved. So you're able to see that information in here, and see whether they've added any notes to the investigations as well. So that includes that concludes our run through of some of the Varonis SaaS features, which ultimately aim to help your businesses with their data, security posture, compliance, and threat detection and response. If anyone listening is interested in Varonis SaaS, it's worthwhile getting in touch with Somerford Associates via our website and signing up for a free data risk assessment provided by Somerford and Varonis. If you have any questions or would like to know more, please feel free to email us at info@somerfordassociates.com.